I'm excited for today's topic. Today, I want to share with you 5 things I wish I knew before getting married. I've been married for over 6 years now, and I've been thinking about what can I share on my channel that is very educational and at the same time still me, and hopefully will bring new value, because I have a lot of single girls in my channel. I have a lot of married women. I have a lot of widowed women, and if you are married or if you are divorced or if your husband passed away, please pause this video, share with the others 5 things you wish you knew before getting married, before hearing mine, because I'm very excited to be sharing with you this video that I actually have my notes here because I don't want to forget anything. I hope this video is gonna be fun, and please give it a like and subscribe. If it have good traction, I'm gonna start making this kind of videos that are very educational and really in hope that I'm going to help someone out there, especially single girls. Number 1, you need 2 incomes to stay away from financial problems. The way a lot of people do it here, their wife and the husband will work, but for my husband and I, because I'm talking about myself, that's gonna be my experience, we needed 2 incomes starting from the marriage. I remember one time my husband had to work 2 jobs. It was extremely hard on me just seeing him missing workouts. My husband is the type of person that if he doesn't work out, he will lose a lot of weight. My husband used to be so thin. You guys know that. He used to be such a thin man because he will work at 4 a.m. in the morning, come back at 4:30 in the afternoon, and then eat dinner and try to spend some time and sleep a little bit, and then go back to work again, and then come back. Oh, it was a hard thing to see, because my husband had made it very, very clear to me that he wants me to be a stay-at-home mom, and he said no matter what, if he needs to work 3 jobs, I need to train the children. And at that time we had 2 children, and then we had the 3rd one, and it was hard seeing him work 2 jobs. But you know what it did for me? Taking me to point number 2 is that a wife, a stay-at-home mom, can make money even by staying at home. There is a lot of misconception. Let me break that in misconception today. If you're going to take something from this from me today, I want you to take this, that you can make money from home as a stay-at-home mom, especially in America. And in America, there's a lot of opportunities, not just social media. I'm going to share about mine in a second, but I want to just tell you that if your husband is working that hard, as a wife, you can make money at home too. There's a lot of wives that think that a husband should be the only person that works, that provides for the family, especially as far as money and stuff like that. As much as I hear that, I also don't think that's really true, because when I read the Bible, I don't deduce that from the Bible. I believe that a wife, yes, is to take care of children and the household, but also a wife can bring money to the table. The person that comes to my mind is the Proverbs 31 woman. It says that that wife works very hard, that the husband will not need any spoil. So what I come from Proverbs 31 woman is that it's a woman that actually works very hard and it actually brings money, and the husband does not need spoil. And I've seen wives thinking that they only need to be home and do nothing, and I do not believe that at all. I've heard preaching about that. I really don't see that from the Bible. I've tried to really see where they're coming from, but when I read Proverbs 31, I don't see that at all, unless your husband is very, very rich, like people like Sarah, unless you are like that. But otherwise, I believe in really working hard. Look at Ruth. I mean, we pattern our lives after the wives of the Bible, after the women of the Bible. Even Ruth, and the way he found a man, he had to work hard and bring some food to her and Naomi. And I don't see that a wife should just stay there. So the second thing that I really learned about marriage is that a wife can provide. In America, there's thousands and thousands and thousands ways of making money online. At first, I didn't know. I knew that you can make money on YouTube, but I didn't know the magnitude and the craziness of how it can happen. By starting a YouTube channel, I shared my story, I shared my life, and I was able to make money on YouTube, and not only that, I branched to other stuff, so that created multiple streams of income. Like, I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have YouTube, I have Facebook, and now I'm starting something called Rumble, and I first posted my first video on Rumble. That way, even if my YouTube channel was to die, or even tomorrow I can come and say, you guys, I'm very burnt out, I cannot do this, I'll still have multiple streams of income out of my other stuff. So what I learned as a wife was that you can do something as a wife to help your husband, so that the husband can spend more time with the children too, so the husband can stop one job and work one job instead of working two jobs like my husband did. And it had really changed our financial stuff. So don't listen to anyone saying that as a stay-at-home mom you just need to stay at home and do nothing. You can bring money to the table. In America, I always say this, no offense, you do not have an excuse. If you have a skill, you can share it with anyone. Online business has really created ways to really make money. You don't even have to show your face. If we have a skill, we can share it, and I've seen that through. So as a stay-at-home mom, you can also bring money to the table. Number 3, marriage is not hard. I had heard preaching saying marriage is hard, you need to work hard for your marriage to stay together. I have a different perspective on that. I have a different belief on that. I don't think marriage is hard. But hear me out before you say, well, now marriage is hard, for you to maintain your marriage is hard. I don't think so. For me, the way I see marriage, I see it as the relationship I have with my family. Like, when I got married, I did not change my life. Like, I did not change who I am. I'm the same now that I was before meeting Garrett. I had not changed at all. So the way I see marriage, I see it as the way with God. Right? For example, let's say me and God. Is being a Christian hard? If you're reading the Bible the way you should, it shouldn't be hard for you to please the Lord. The same way as I see, I feel like if you are yourself, if you communicate well with the husband and all that stuff, it's not hard at all. I do not need to work hard to make my marriage work. I am the same way. For me, marriage, I feel like it's an extended family, just that that person is your husband. I'm not different person that I am with my mom. So my husband is my family. So everything that I think about with my husband, I think of it like how I'll think with my mom. For example, my mom and I, we're living together, and my mom and I, we even shared an account together. My mom and I, we share an account together of money, and I cook, she cooks, we have fun together, we laugh together, we talk about stuff together, we're best friends. But would you say that I need to work hard to be my mom's child, or I need to work hard to make sure that I stay in the family? So I see the same way as marriage. Garrett is not different. He's not different from someone that I love and my family. I have the best, I mean, I think of him as my lovely husband, of course, and he's my family. So the same with my children. So I don't think marriage is hard. What I think marriage is, I think it's more like being truthful and not being fake. If you're a lazy person, I mean, try to work on your laziness, but don't try to come to the marriage thinking that you are a hardworking person, and then as time goes on you show yourself. I prefer showing yourself in the beginning and all the stuff. Like, my husband knows that I'm not the person that likes to apply makeup, and he's fine with that. And not only that, he knows there's a lot of stuff that he knows about me, and I don't think marriage is hard, but I believe that you can make it work. You know what I mean? So I don't think marriage is hard as people say that, well, you need to that. I've never done marriage counseling. I've never fought so hard with my husband that it was really like we're not talking to each other for days. Then again, I'm a very talkative person, but I've never been into that situation where I'll say I needed counseling. My husband had never done anything that makes me even doubt the marriage. I've never in my life of 6 years of marriage doubted marriage. So For me personally, I don't think marriage is hard. I see marriage as stepping into a new family. So the way I treat my new family is just the same way as I'll treat my family that I come from, not changing who I am. So I did not see it as hard. When I see people saying that we need to work hard not to divorce, I'm like, okay, the main leading cause of divorce here in the world is what is they say is financial problem. If financial problem is one of the main leading factor, how about both people come together and budget and see how they can make more money instead of really like being depressed about it. Number 4 is that the more children you have, the less time you have during the day. So you need to budget the time very, very wisely, especially when you're homeschooling like we are. Let me tell you, the time that, look, you hear that? My newborn wants to breastfeed right now. I have to finish this video. It's nighttime. It's right now. It's 7:30. So the boys are in bed, and I need to breastfeed the baby. And then me and my husband will have our me time together. Whether we watch a movie or we watch a documentary or we read the Bible or we do something. Having the time. The first children. The first children. It is more like this is a breeze. The third child was like, yeah, this is a breeze. I'm itchy. The third child was like, this is not that bad. The fourth child has made us see that, okay, the time is so fast that sometimes I'm shocked that, oh, it's already 1 o'clock. Because in the morning we wake up, we do whatever we have to do, and I have to teach the children. And the moment the children are done with school, and then from there I need to do the stuff for making money on YouTube too, and all that stuff. Like, it's just like a lot of budgeting the time, and before you know it, it's lunchtime, and then after lunchtime, then things start to slow down for us, and the kids now can start spending time together and just have time for us, or just time for me, like editing videos. The kids will be playing and that, but the time is not, and you don't have as much time. This is why I say this. If you don't have children or you're not married, try to make use of your time. If you need to start a business, an online business, start something now, because the moment you start having children, you're going to start to realize that, oh, time is really precious. The redeeming of the time is not hard. Like, the time goes by so fast. And I have noticed that, but everything is going so fast. Like fast. The time, you need to budget your time, okay? Number 5. Oh my. Joshua! Caleb, you're too loud! Number 5 is that when you are married far, traveling home is very, very big challenge. It's very hard. In the sense that, if you don't know, I'm married, I'm living in America, and I'm married in America, I'm from Botswana. And going to Botswana with my entire family now costs over $10,000. And for flight tickets, and it's been, as years go by, you start to realize that, wow, you cannot just wake up in the morning and say, let's go to Botswana. Back in the day, I'll just say, honey, let's go to Botswana this December. And it will be real easy because it will be just 2 children. Or Michael was not 2 years now. But after Michael turns 2 years, you guys don't, if you don't know, once you turn 2 years, you start to pay the full price for the flight ticket. And right now the little baby is free now, pretty much, and the other ones, they have to pay the full price for the flight ticket. And going to Botswana, to my country, is over $10,000, because right now return ticket is like $2,000 each, and your family of 6. And you cannot travel right to Botswana because you have children. You have to stay at a hotel, so it even makes it way more than $10,000. And it can be a challenge, because if you don't know, here it's not like back home where you can just say, you know what, I need 1 week off from my children and give them to your mom or your something like that. So here we're kind of on our own. Sometimes I really missing Botswana, going to Botswana and just having my mom just leave me off the work and stuff. But it's not something that you just wake up and say, okay, let's go home. No, it doesn't work like that. So that's what happens. Like, these are the 5 things I wished I knew before getting married, and really prepping for them. One thing that I wish I prepped for though was I wish I started making money before I got married. I wish I started the businesses that I started before I got married. That way my husband would not have worked hard. That way it would not have really had that hard year. I still remember one time we had a very big credit card debt, and after having twins and stuff, and my husband having to work 2 jobs, even with 2 jobs he could barely make the payment to the credit card. Make a difference to the credit card. And I'm the type of person that money, debt makes me anxious. Right now we do not have debt, thank God, but let me tell you, when we are in debt, it makes me very nervous, especially here. I don't like that feeling, and I remember feeling like that every time. I remember asking God, please take us out of financial turmoil. Please take us out of that. And then that's when I started a YouTube channel, and it started going slowly. And at this point, I can say that I've learned a lot of things about starting a YouTube channel. If there's something that you want to hear, let me know. I can share some of the stuff here on this channel of how I did it to making where I did, because it's not a secret that having a YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's a job that can pay really well. It's actually, my father-in-law could not believe it. He said, this makes more money than, you make more money than even some of the big white collar jobs, and you could easily make the same money as the doctor. And people don't know that, and a lot of young people, a lot of women here in America, they don't know that. And it's one of the things that I wish a lot of women knew, and it's a very good opportunity to really start making money from home using social media or using other mediums instead of social media. Although for me, I'm very biased. I think social media is the best, and it can change your life big time. Anyways guys, I hope this video helped, and don't forget to put your 6 things and let me know, are you single or are you married? What are you looking for in a marriage? That I want to share this kind of topics. If this video has good traction, I'll definitely share. Even if it doesn't have, I'll share at least once a week, and this kind of videos to really like show what I've learned and all that stuff. So anyways, let me feed my baby. As you guys see, my breasts are just like, it's time for you to get milk out of me. Let me go feed my baby. He's crying. Bye.